this persuasive speech? Raise your hand if you attended an LAUSD high school. LAUSD high school? No. Okay. Did any of you feel prepared for college right out of high school? My guess is that you were all raw from your education. And education is the path that leads many to success. Everyone has a different education background and different motives of being here. Additionally, I believe everyone here has a thirst for knowledge that drives you all to succeed. But many did not have that fundamentals needed to prepare you for college. I'm a former student from LAUSD Public High School, and I went through my high school years, passing my classes with C average grades, with little to no motivation or guidance to provide me with the right education. After I graduated high school, I later realized that whatever I had been taught in high school did not meet the level of education needed to prepare me into college level classes. Most minorities and low-income residents of Los Angeles attending LAUSD schools, which are the most segregated schools in America. Today I would like to share with everyone here how many public schools in Los Angeles have deprived many students from their education. By the end of my speech, I would like you all to realize that how low-income groups have been robbed from education and how valuable education is to everyone. Gary Orfield, a professor and civil rights activist from UCLA, said we also see segregation exposure to linguistic segregation, which we call triple segregation after race and income levels. Minorities of Los Angeles are slowly segregating. Most Latinos and Black attending schools with lower performance scores in Los Angeles Times magazine, published in June 9, 1999 by Richard Lee, states that schools that are predominantly African American and Latino are far more likely to serve poor students, be overcrowded, and have poorly trained teachers. This article may seem out of date, but until this day, most minorities attending LAUSD schools can relate to this article since, segregation in education can be observed through schools who have a majority of minorities and schools who have a majority of the majority. Both schools show a complete difference in academic performance. Schools who have large percentage of minorities rather than a diverse class have high dropout rates, and poor funded schools that at times are poorly sanitized and maintained. On the other hand, schools who have wealthy students with equal diversity have good fundings and well-maintained schools. In the article "Fault Lines: Segregating Los Angeles Schools," posted on May 22, 2014 by Jolie Meyer, said, children who attend segregated schools are less likely to graduate high school. Kids in segregated schools do not perform as well on state tests. Minority children who attend a desegregated school for 5 years increase lifetime earnings by 25%. Children who attend segregated schools are most likely to be suspended from school, and kids in segregated schools have higher rates of absences. Segregated education is a result of people ignoring the less fortunate due to their low class. Minorities have been looked as poor and useless for so long that people who have immense power do not invest their money in people who they believe have no future. Money talks, and those who have no money will be robbed of their education. People who have the ability to make change and help out the less fortunate do not take action and ignore the fact that students will love to learn and attend a well-funded school. The cause of poverty does bring frustration and ignorance, which may affect the ability of a low-income student to do well in school. Although school districts are aware that many students in poor-income schools need all the funding they can receive to nourish their minds with knowledge, they are stabbed in the back and robbed from their education and fundings, making it difficult for minority students to excel in school and earn a college degree. The solution to this problem of segregated education can be resolved by uniting students and parents to fight back and demand good fundings and well-trained teachers to help students gain the essential knowledge that will help them in their future. We must provide them the same education as everyone else. We must also recognize and make a difference of the education system and dismantles us from our education and valuable tools in our short-lived lives. Minorities are robbed from their education due to their financial status and background. As individuals, we should look further down in our future and realize that it is unfair. We all deserve the opportunity to have the same education. Notice that we are all human with minds that have great potential to create wonders in the world, but realize that no man should have the power to limit our education and keep us ignorant from our freedom to learn properly. Therefore, we should fight for our right to have equality in our educational system. Thank you.